Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Carl from Carl's Flowers, and in today's video I will be showing you how to make a Halloween pumpkin mug and a Halloween pumpkin pot. So without further ado, let's head over to the wheel and start making the pumpkins. I'll start out with making the mug. Before I start throwing, I always start with wedging the clay to get rid of any air bubbles that are in the clay and also to make the clay a little bit softer. Then when the clay is wedged, I start throwing, which means I will start off with centering the clay by just pushing it towards the middle of the wheel, and then I cone it up and push it back down. You can repeat this multiple times until the clay is fully centered. And then when the clay is centered, you can start opening up the shape. I do this by pressing my middle finger into the middle of the clay and then pulling it sideways. And I repeat this a second time to make the bottom a little bit thinner. Then I start pulling up the walls by using a sponge in my right hand on the outside, pushing towards my left hand on the inside and making an upwards movement. I'm using a sponge from Mud Tools. And when I have the height I want, I start making the shape a little bit more rounded by pushing from the inside. And then I get rid of any water that's on the inside and the outside of the cup. And then I use a wooden knife to get rid of any clay that's on the bottom part of the cup and on the bed. So I just clean the bed. And it's important with this Halloween cup to make sure that the cup is smooth all the way down to the bottom, because normally I will trim the bottom part of the cup, but this time that's not possible because I will be making texture all the way down to the bottom. So make sure to smooth it out with a sponge. And then I start making texture on the outside of the cup by using a wooden loamer. So what I do is just press it into the clay while holding my left hand on the inside so the shape of the cup doesn't change too much. And I just repeat this all around the cup. I press quite hard because I want the texture to be quite deep. And you can of course decide for yourself how much lines you want to make on the cup. When you're finished with making the lines, the cup is probably not perfectly round anymore, so I just spin the wheel and hold my hands on the top of the cup to make it circular again. And then I smooth out the lines by using a sponge from Mud Tools. I'm just wiping it over the lines so there aren't any sharp edges on the lines. And then I make it circular again by just spinning the wheel and holding my fingers on the top. And now I'm using a little piece of plastic on the top to get rid of any sharp edges so it's smooth when you drink out of it. And then the throwing part of the cup is finished. So now I'll start making the pumpkin pot, which is actually first going to be a closed form pumpkin. And that's also why I'm using a lot more clay for this one. And as you can see, I just start off with centering the clay by pushing it towards the middle of the bed. Then I start opening up the shape again by just pressing my middle finger into the middle of the clay and then pulling it towards the side. And then I start pulling up the walls. I start with just making a cylinder, so don't start closing it just yet. And when I have some height, I start closing it slowly on the top by just moving my hands towards the middle. When the openings get smaller, I already get rid of any water that's still inside of the pot, but because you can't get rid of this when the pot is closed, and it's not smart to have any water inside the pot, otherwise there's possibility that it will crack because of the water that's inside of it. And then I do the same thing as I did with the previous one, which is cleaning the bed and making sure that the pot is smooth all the way down to the bottom. And then I start closing the shape by pressing my hands more towards each other and just closing the shape all the way down. It's important to get rid of any water that's in this middle place because otherwise the clay will probably crack. And then I use a little knife to cut off a little bit of the clay from the branch. And now I start making texture again with this wooden loamer by just pressing it into the clay. And because the shape is totally closed, you can actually press quite hard and make a lot of texture. I'm now going to bend the branch a little bit, and before I do this I always blow dry the top, so when you put pressure on it the whole pumpkin will not collapse. There might get some little cracks at the part where you bend it, but it's no problem, you can just get rid of these by using a sponge. And finally I just blow dry the whole pumpkin so I can finish it right away. Now I head back to the cup, which is now leather hard, which means it's ready to be trimmed. So I just cut it off the bed and I start trimming it on my given grip. I always start with making sure that the whole pot is centered by just getting rid of a little bit of clay all over the bottom. And then I start making a foot on the pot by just getting rid of more clay from the middle part, and then I smooth it out with a sponge and some water. And then it's time to make a handle for the cup. For this cup I wanted the handle to be a little bit round, so I decided to just roll it out instead of putting the handle. So as you can see I just roll it out and then I smooth it out with my finger. And then I bend it into the shape I want the handle to be. To apply the handle to the cup I start with holding it on top of the cup and mark the place where I want to attach it. Then I scratch these places. I'm using a scratching tool from Seam Tools, and then I'm applying vinegar at this place and I scratch again, and then I push the handle onto the cup. And I use my fingers and a sponge to smooth out the edges. And then the mug is finished. I'll now head back to the pumpkin, which is going to be the pot, and as you can see I first carved the lines a bit more towards the middle. I couldn't do this before because if you put too much pressure on top of the pumpkin will collapse while it's still wet. And then I smooth out the whole pumpkin with a wet sponge to get rid of any sharp edges. Now comes the most scary part, which is cutting open the pumpkin. For this I'm using a small knife from Seam Tools, and I've experienced that it works the best if you try to move the knife as fast as possible. And the last thing that I do is smoothing out the edges of the parts that I just cut open. And then this pumpkin is finished as well and ready to dry for the first biscuit fire. And when the pieces have been fired, it's time to glaze. I'm going to make the handle of the mug green, for which I'm using the color dark green from Amoco. This is an underglaze, which means that I have to apply a clear glaze on top of it. And I'm applying 2 layers of this one. As you can see, I'm using quite a small brush. This is because it's quite hard to apply only glaze onto the handle. For the mug itself, I'm using the color Fire Opal, which is from Bots Glazes, and I'm also applying this one 2 layers. And last but not least, I applied 2 layers of clear glaze onto the handle. I'm using clear glaze from Amico. And I do the exact same for the pot, so I apply dark green underglaze onto the top, and for the rest of the pot I use the same glaze from Bots. I only apply 1 layer of glaze at the part that I'm glazing right now, because if I apply 2 layers at this part, the glaze might get too thick and the lid will not fit the pot anymore. And finally I apply a clear glaze on top of the green underglaze. And then the pots are ready to go into the kiln. And here are the finished results after the firing. That was it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked and learned something new from it. If so, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that. And if you're going to make a Halloween pumpkin yourself and you're going to share it on Instagram, please tag me at @ceramics so I can see your work, because that would be very great. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!